All right, welcome back to class. Today we'll be looking at quadratic equation using graphical method. So basically, you see two type of questions like this when you're solving graphical method. Okay, is either is in a table format like this or in a statement form like this. So any which way, you need to start solving them. Okay. So what do? Either the question in this format or this format, what is important? You need to identify the quadratic equation there, the function there. For the question one is y is equal to 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. Why for the second question, it also have its own equation. However, the difference between the two set of questions is that this is in the tabular form, this is in statement form. So how do we solve? Like I said, the um, the onus fall on you to be able to identify the equation that you start solving. Question one, for example, the equation there is y is equal to 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. So once you have identified the equation, you come to the table. Now look at the table here, you have x and you have y. Okay, these are the x value and these are the equation. If you look at the equation here, you have 4x squared, you have minus 12x minus 12x, and you have plus 9 plus 9. So this equation have been disintegrated into this tabular form such that you have y, then you have 4x squared minus 12x plus y all here, and this are your, so this x value which range from minus 1 to 4 means that the x value range from minus 1 to 4. So what does that mean? Now x is minus 1. So since x is minus 1, you substitute minus 1 into x here, they will have 4. So that means that you might not necessarily use this equation to solve. So I'll use this one to solve this method to solve for the second question. Now, going by after I define the equation, which is that we are told here that x is minus 1, then 4x squared is 4. How? 4x squared, that's what is here. X is 1. So when x is equal to minus 1, then 4 into x is what? Minus 1. Minus 1 squared. Minus 1 squared is what? 1. 4 times 1 is what? 4. How's how we got this? How did you get 16 here? You have 2, you have when x is equal to what? 2. Then you have 4x squared. Okay, 4 into x here is what? Is 2. 2 squared. 4 times what? 4. We give you what? 16. That's how we got this. And that's the same way I'm going to do it to get for the value of x, 4x squared. So when you do when x is 0, if x is 0, x squared is what? Is 0. 0 times 4 is what? Is 0. When x is 1, 1 squared is what? 1. 1 times 4 is what? 4. Okay, we've done this. When x is 3, 3 squared is what? 9. And 9 times 4 is what? 36. And here, x is what? 4. 4 squared is what? 16. 16 times 4, that should be 64. 16, 4. This is what? 24, 4, 2, 4, 2. That's close. That's 64. 64. Okay. Now here, your x here is minus 12x. Minus 12x. Now when x is minus 1, when x is equal to minus 1, minus 12 times minus 1. So that means minus times minus is what? Plus. 12 times 12 is what? 12 times 1 is what? 12. So here will be what? 12. Now this is 0. 0 is what? When x is 0. That's minus 12 times 0 is what? 0. Now here, x is what? 1. So minus 12 times 1 is what? Minus 12. Here, x is what? 2. 2 times minus 12 is what? Minus 24. X here is what? 3. 3 times minus 12, that's minus 36. And x here is what? 4. 4 times minus 12 got bonus minus 48. Okay? Now we'll come to this rule. Now there's no x value here. No, there's no x value here. Hence, you just repeat this 9. This 9 is here. You just repeat because there's no x value. So there's no operation you're going to do here. This is 9, 9, 9, and we have 9 9s here. So how do we get y? You sum it up. You what? You sum it up. This is 4. 4 plus 12, 16. 16 plus 9, That's 25. Here, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 9 is what? 9. Here, 4 plus minus 12. So here you have 4 plus minus 12 plus 9. Plus times minus minus 4 minus 12 plus 9. So 4 minus 12 is minus 8, because plus 4 minus 12 minus 8 plus what? 9. Minus 8 plus 9 is what? 1. So here is what? 1. You come to this place. This is 16. 16 plus minus 24 plus what? 9. This time this is minus. So you have 16 minus 24 plus 9. 16 minus 24 is 8. Yes, it's minus 8. Minus 8. So minus 8 plus 9 is what? 1. So here we still have 1. So that's it. So the next thing I'm going to do, which will be the next class, is to now plot this guy on a graph. So what do you plot? You plot your x value against your y value. You plot your x value against your y value. Now, the other, if you don't want to do it like the other step, let's just use the other step to do one or two questions. Okay. So now the other step, if you don't have a tabular form, which is the same thing as this, is to impute the values into your equation. Don't forget I said use an the equation, which is y equals to what? 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. Now, when x is equal to minus 1, what do? Anytime you see x, you put minus 1. So y is equal to what? 4 into 1 minus 1 square minus 12 into minus 1 plus what? 9. 1 square is 1. 1 times 4 is what? 4. So 4 minus 12, okay, sorry, 4 minus 1 times this guy will give us what? Minus what? 12, okay, plus what? Plus 9. Now, plus times, minus times minus plus. So 4 plus 12 plus 9. We got this way by multiplying this guy times this guy, give us this guy. So 4 plus 12, we got 16. 16 plus 9, give us what? 25. That's the guy. Okay? Give us that guy. Same thing. We follow the same process for everything under X. Here, you will get everything under here. Okay, so that is that. So then you then plot your x against. Now we'll do that. We'll do plotting of graph the next class, because that has to do with scaling. You have to do your scale, know how to plot your graph, how to represent it on each axis among others. So let's go to question 2. Now for question 2 is different from question 1 because it is not in a tabular form. Question 1 is in tabular form already. We have to start substituting x values to solve across to get our resultant y. But for question 2 is quite different. Why? Because we have our equation to be y equals to x squared minus 4x plus 5. And we have the range of value of x. The range of value of x is equals to minus 2 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 6. Quickly, a quick one. Let me walk you through inequality. Inequality. We have, so you have to bring, so the range of value for this one is easier. So let me quickly take you through inequality. Inequality, okay? Now, don't forget that in inequality, you have different signs in inequality. This guy is less than, this guy is greater than, this guy is less than or equals to, this guy is greater than or equals to. What this means is that if I say x is less than 5, that means values that are less than 5. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, less than 5. If I say x is less than or equals to 5, since there's less than or equals to, which will include 5. So if I want to find value that are less than or equals to 5, I will include 5. So my number will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 because I have less than or equals to. In this case, I will not include 5 because there's nothing like less than or equals to. So I'll stop at 4. But for because of this guy, I will stop at 5. Okay. Same is applicable to this guy. Okay, so that's that. So which means that here I have less or equals to, so I need to include. So if the range of value for me is from minus 2 less than or equals to x less than or equal to 6, that means that x, okay, I can change that x is greater than minus 2. If minus 2 is less than or equals to x. That means x is greater than or equals to what? Minus. So what are the values? That means I have minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1. Since it's less than or equals to, so I can start from 0. However, in between, I also have x is less than or equals to 6. That is, 6 is greater than or equals to what? X. So 6 is greater than or equals. So what are the number 6 is greater than and also equals to? That means that 6 is greater than uh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. But it's also less than or equals to, so I also include what? 6. I start again. Here I have minus 2 is less than or equals to x. I can write this guy as x is greater than what? Minus 2. So what are the value? So if x is 3, for example, and x is greater than or equal, so what are the values that is greater than 2? So that means 3, 4, 5. So I will include that. But since x greater than that, that means my value for this value will be minus 2, minus 1, and 0, because my x can be greater than this guy. Don't forget, because there is less than or equals to, I will include what? 2. Okay, so that's that for this guy. I can also write this guy as 6. Since x is less than or equals to 6, 6 can be greater than or equals to what? X. Which means that if 6 greater than or equals to x, that means that 6 greater than 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, among others. But also inclusive for what? 6. So if I combine this number together now, using this range of that I'm giving, that means I'm going to have minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are my range of value for this guy. Now, I haven't done this. I need to now prepare a table. Okay, I need to prepare a table. To prepare a table will just be a table of x and y only. X and y only. X, then y. So don't forget I have minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's the range of number that I calculated using this. So I can then solve using this equation. Or better still, I can still say that using this method, put my x value here. Since I know the range already, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then I have minus 4x here. No, let me start with x squared. X squared here. The next one is minus 4x. I can break it down, and I can have here minus 5, and I have y. That's the way you can break this down into this. So any method that you feel that is okay for you, either you break it down into this that looks like this guy, or you use this method. Now note, if I use this method, you have to use this function to solve. That means that, say for example, when x is equals to minus 2. If I'm using this method, that means that I need to recall that y is equal to what? X squared minus 4x minus 5. So anywhere I see x, I'll put minus 2. So y is equals to minus 2 squared minus 4 into minus 2 minus 5. Minus 2 squared will give us what? 4. Minus 4 times minus 2 will give us minus 8 minus 5. Minus 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 plus 4, then 8 minus 5. 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. So equals to 7. So 7 will be here. So, and if you wish to go by this method, what do we do? X squared, 2 squared, minus 2 squared is what? 4. X is here, minus 2. So I'm only going to have minus 4 times minus 2. Minus times minus plus 4 times 4, 8. Then I bring this guy, minus 5 down here. Okay, so 4, don't forget that I'm going to add, just like I did, I'm going to add everything. 4 plus 8, 12. 12 minus 5, 7. So 7, 7. So the same method I'm going to use. So just this method to fill this box, or use the other method to fill this box. I'll see you next class where we're looking at graphical method. See you. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, share. This learning with AK. If you are new visitor for the first, you're visiting our page for the first time, this is how we roll. Old timer, you know how we roll. and together you can be a better mathematician. Vamos.